Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Pray with me, double speed, double speed. Yikes. I want to talk about one of the biggest traps in the game for an early player. And actually it kind of continues to be a trap as you get further through the game. But I was actually doing a collab with Ash and he kind of, we was chatting about it and I was like, you know what? I've never really realized it. I've never really kind of honed in and thought, damn, that's actually disgusting the way this is going on. So what's going on? I've just hit on my free-to-play login day 60 yesterday, and I got the beast that is Yaga. Let's get him out of the vault. And Yaga is actually a pretty dirty champion, is the words I would use. So you get him on day 60, which is still relatively early into the game. You're still finding your feet for a lot of players. And you kind of look into his skills, and you might look on YouTube or you might not, but you realise by about now that Poison's a decent ability. Poison does some work. And this guy has got a 40% chance of laying poison on his A1. Okay, that's not terrible. A double hitter here that can lay some poison as well. 50% chance. Could lay 2 poisons. Wow. And then he does more damage when people are under poison. Brilliant. Now, when I was chatting with Ash, he was like, Yaga, one of the biggest traps in the game. And I was like, why? I don't really get it. Look how many books this guy takes. 6, 10, 15 books for a champion you get super early, who is the biggest pile of trash going. There are rares that outpoison this guy all day long. There's actually uncommons that outpoison this guy all day long. And all he is poison. He doesn't hit particularly hard. He doesn't do a whole lot more. And he's just a terrible champion. So, you know, for those people that are coming through the game and are starting to throw books into champions, or they throw books into champions as soon as they get one, I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes down most of the time, then this guy is going to be eating a load of books. There is a reason why he is the most fed champion in the game. Okay, there's a good reason. Firstly, you get him for free. Secondly, he's absolute trash compared to other poisoners out there that are doing the same job. So don't fall into the trap. Don't throw your books into this guy. You're much better. You'll get a much better poison return from rares like Kale, Frozen Banshee. If you pull Frozen Banshee, go and farm yourself a Outlaw Monk. You know, I say farm. Get yourself some mystery shards and pull an Outlaw Monk, or keep an eye in the marketplace. This guy is going to outpoison your Yaga, and the books are totally free because it's just picking up other copies of him, and you won't fall into that kind of Yaga trap. So it kind of led me to think, you know, what other login reward champions basically are traps that, you know, push you to invest a lot of resources into someone you're probably not going to really use. And I'm just going to kind of touch on a few here. So I would say Dark Aethel is another kind of like pretty average to bad champion. And again, let's look at the books. 4, 9, 13. It's not as bad, but it's still bad. And honestly, she is just, I mean, she's relatively useless in the game. She does an okay amount of debuffing, in fairness, and she looks like she should be an absolute spider goddess, but she's not. So it's another champion that you kind of get as a login reward that's kind of just trash, vault worthy. Don't go and throw a load of books and sort of leveling into Dark Aethel when you get her at day 90. You've got others in here. So Dark Elhane's actually top class. Lordly Legionary is kind of mid-tier, probably by this point. In fact, I didn't realise they said this. I've not read this before. Turn Meter Manipulator. Dangerous Poison Specialist. The danger is that he's going to eat your books, by the way. Ruthless AoE Attacker. Your starter champions are more ruthless than this girl, that's for sure. A relentless damage dealer, I agree with. Lordly Legionary, tough Fire Knight Raider. I mean, Lordly Legionary is not worthy of books, albeit he doesn't eat anywhere near as many. He's an okay Fire Knight champion, but once you've invested in him for Fire Knight, other than Faction Wars, you won't use him. You won't use him at all. So for me, he's not worth the time. Seal is the first absolute proper goddess you get. Crowd control and support champion, yes. This should change to just reading like, wow, you will not believe your eyes. She's that good. She's actually one of the people that I've saved all of my legendary books so far. It might end up being that she's my first legendary that I fully booked. We'll see. 180 days is a long way away. We're still like 120 days away from that. But at the minute, I've only got Shamrock or Ninja. And I feel like they don't really need the book. So Syl is great. Taniks, built to keep your team alive. How are you doing that, Taniks? With this absolute trash A1? No thanks. With this decreased speed? Or with this 5% damage reduction? I mean, she is not worthy of your books. Yeah, she is going to be another one. I mean, by this point, hopefully you've got a grasp of the game. 210 days in, and you're not just throwing books willy-nilly into anyone, but she is not worthy of those books. Grush, a tough, versatile hybrid. This guy's actually insanely good. Well worth your time. And Visix, since the buff, turn me to terror. I kind of agree with that. A control champion and turn me to terror. She is worthy of your time and effort. So, I guess, just beware, but Yaga's the main one. Don't invest in this guy. He's an absolute trash champion. And in my opinion, I'm hoping he's going to be part of the rework that they're talking about doing. Well, they're talking about doing it. I've not seen any actual info yet, but I'm hoping that he is going to be part of that rework. So there you go. Pretty short one today, guys. I just wanted to call it out because after talking to Ash, I was like, damn, you're totally right. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've been Hell Hades. Don't fall into that trap. I will see you later.